Let's go! You click this video because you ride a single wheel with a giant motor, and deep down in your soul, you know you are one loose bolt away from becoming a human pancake. You are in the right place, so do not touch that mouse. I am sitting right here on this chair today because I learned every single lesson the absolute hard way. I have been stranded 5 miles deep in the woods with no cell phone reception, missing 3 teeth from my front gear, looking like a pirate who lost his ship. I built this bag through sheer pain, public embarrassment, and tears. I am going to show you every bizarre item I carry so you never end up stranded on the side of the highway looking like a confused superhero. Before we jump into the bag, there is one item in the side pocket that looks like a cheap plastic toy, but it saved my actual life on a dirt trail at 2 in the morning, and if you do not carry it, you are playing Russian roulette with concrete. Here is the situation. You are zooming down the road feeling like $1,000,000, wind in your face, music bumping in your ears. Suddenly your wheel starts wobbling like a shopping cart with 3 broken wheels. You pull over, look down, and your tire is flat as a tortilla. You are 3 miles away from home, and pushing an 80-pound machine on foot feels like pulling a whole refrigerator up a mountain. My move in this exact situation is pulling out a portable electric air compressor paired with a 90-degree brass valve extender. Most people carry a regular pump, but the rim on these wheels is so tight that a regular pump hose will not screw on. You will snap your fingernails off trying to bend that rubber hose into the tiny metal gap. You attach that right angle adapter, hit the button, and put 35 pounds per square inch right back into that tire in 90 seconds flat. Problem solved, back on the road. You are cruising through a nice neighborhood, and suddenly you hear a loud clanking noise inside your shell. It sounds like a bag of marbles inside a washing machine. You panic because you think your whole motor just exploded. You stop, inspect the side, and realize your main axle bolt backed itself out because the motor vibrations shook it loose over 10 miles of bumpy roads. I grabbed my ratcheting T-handle hex wrench set along with a tiny tube of blue thread locker. Normal wrenches are too slow, and straight Allen keys will strip out those soft metal screw heads before you even tighten them. You put a single drop of that blue liquid on the threads, crank that T-handle down with full torque, and that bolt will not move again until you intentionally want it to. No more rattles, no stripped screws, and your wheel stays attached to your feet where it belongs. It is sunset. You told your family you would be home an hour ago, but you kept riding because the air felt too good. Suddenly, your main headlight flickers and completely dies. Total pitch blackness. You cannot see the 6-inch pothole right in front of you, and if you hit that dark hole at 20 miles per hour, you are going to launch into orbit like a rocket ship. My routine for dark trails requires a secondary high-lumen tactical flashlight strapped directly to my wrist or helmet, along with a high-capacity portable power bank. When the built-in wheel light fails, you flick that wrist light on, and it illuminates 40 feet of pavement ahead of you with 3,000 lumens of white light. If your phone or your wheel gear runs low on power, that external battery pack brings your navigation right back to life. You turn a potential night in the emergency room into a peaceful night ride back home. You drop off a curb a little too fast, the pedal scrapes the concrete, and you go flying sideways onto the dirt. You get up, brush the dirt off your jacket, but when you step back onto the machine, the pedal is hanging down at a weird 45-degree angle because the stop pin snapped right in half. You cannot stand on one pedal and hop home like a flamingo. I always carry 2 heavy-duty thick zip ties, a roll of self-fusing silicone tape, and a small heavy-duty multi-tool with pliers. You pull that pedal back up to level, wrap those heavy-duty zip ties straight through the pedal hinge frame, pull them tight with your pliers, and wrap the whole joint in silicone tape for support. It is not pretty, and it looks like a middle school science project, but it gives you enough stability to ride back to your garage without dragging your foot on the pavement. Now we close the loop on that tiny plastic toy I mentioned earlier that saved me on that dark trail. That item is a tiny 6-inch plastic bicycle tire lever set paired with a tube of vulcanizing rubber patch cement. When a sharp nail pierces your inner tube deep in the woods, no amount of air from a pump will fix it. Air goes right out the hole as fast as you put it in. People think you need a whole mechanic shop to pull a tire off a unicycle rim, but 2 simple plastic levers pop that rubber bead right off the metal without scratching your expensive motor casing. You patch the tiny pinhole, pop the tire back on, pump it up, and you ride away like nothing ever happened. At the end of the day, this heavy bag on your shoulders is not just about metal bolts, air pressure, or electric gadgets. When you ride a single wheel through the world, you are completely vulnerable. You are standing on a tiny piece of technology with nothing between you and the hard earth except gravity and balance. Carrying these crazy tools is not about being paranoid. It is about respect. Respect for the machine, respect for the road, and respect for your own life. When you prepare yourself for the worst moments on the road, you give yourself the ultimate gift, which is total peace of mind. You get to experience that absolute feeling of freedom floating down an open street with the wind in your face, knowing that no matter what breaks, snaps, or pops, you have the power to fix it and keep rolling forward. Look out for each other, stay safe, and keep riding. Thanks for watching.